Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the stand-up comedy of Aiden.
Count my babies!
How's it going? Have you guys ever noticed how glory holes are never labeled? You're kind of always just standing there wondering, which side am I on? If it were up to me, I would make sure that all glory holes were labeled. Each side would either say enter or exit, and then you'd have the diameter. Because you don't want to realize you're too big for a glory hole once you're already in there. Because trust me, there's nothing more embarrassing than having to call the fire department for a glory hole related incident. As a couple observant people in the audience have probably already noticed, I am wearing a kilt. Now, whenever I wear the kilt, I'm always asked the same two questions. The first question is obviously, what do you wear underneath? Which is kind of problematic for me because that's like me walking up to this nice lady and saying, are you wearing underwear right now? Don't worry, you don't have to answer that. Not right now. It's inappropriate. It's inappropriate. Kilts are not consent, okay? But I still get asked, what are you wearing underneath the kilt? Well, socks and shoes. The second question that I'm always asked is, hey, nice kilt. Are you Irish? Well, you see, that's the thing. Irish people didn't wear kilts. That was the Scottish people. Scottish people wore kilts. Irish fucked goats. Very similar, I know. Actually, I am Irish. I just really like the kilt, and I'm not a big fan of goats, so had to choose one or the other. Who here has seen the hit Netflix series Stranger Things? Great, this joke's for you. Everybody else, I don't know, cover your ears and turn around or something. Most people love the two characters Dustin and Eleven. Me, my favorite character is actually the sheriff, Hooper, because he really harkens back to a time where if your government was corrupt, all you needed to make a change was 2 fists and the strength and willpower to punch every man, woman, and child to get there. I actually once tried to punch my way through a corrupt government facility once. I was asked to never return to the post office. All I wanted was those cool little Captain America stamps. So recently I have been giving polyamory a try. It's been a lot of fun. Please do me a favor, don't tell my girlfriend. Or my fiance. Or my wife. I'm just kidding, my wife is actually dead. Don't laugh at that, that's actually true. That's horrible. I shouldn't have said that. I also do consider myself to be pansexual, which means that I am capable of having sex with anything that won't say no. But I do prefer women. Women. To be honest, I haven't had sex with a man since I was 7 years old, so it's been a while. I went to a concert at the Skyway Theater last month. It was a lot of fun. I feel like I really shared something with everybody in the crowd there. It was mono. I feel kind of bad about that. To be honest, I haven't seen that many sweaty white people all crammed in the same room since the last time I won the Convergence Hotel Lottery. I'm kidding. Nobody wins the Convergence Hotel Lottery. I took a trip to Vegas in January because the tickets were only like $50 and Minnesota fucking sucks in January. I was down there and I was house sitting for a friend and he has these 3 ferrets. Now, if you don't know what they are, ferrets are these cute little evil devil weasels who are always trying to steal your shit. And so I have to admit at this point, there is another reason that I went down to Vegas. They recently legalized recreational marijuana. And I know what you guys are thinking. Yes, I do play frisbee golf. Frequently. Buying weed in Vegas is still kind of difficult because it's legal to possess, smoke, and buy marijuana. But because the regulations aren't in place yet, it's still not legal to sell it. So I had to go online, go to the deep web, backpage.com to find a dealer. I had to pay in Bitcoin, whatever the fuck Bitcoin is. And it took the guy a long time to get there. He finally shows up, and he's really apologetic. He's like, oh man, I'm so sorry. I only have this one kind. It's called brain drain. But man, if you need any more for the rest of the weekend, give me a call. I'll be right here, and I'll have like 15 different kinds. I gotta say, smoking weed for the first time legally is an experience. My friend was very adamant that I don't smoke inside the house, so I was out on the porch. Smoking outside is fun. I was sitting there smoking, and you see squirrels running around, children's playing across the street. I waved at his police officer as he drove by. He waved back. I finish up, go back inside, set all my stuff on the table, realize I have the munchies. It's really, really nice outside there. I'm wearing a tank top and my shorts. It's like 40 degrees, perfect weather. Decide to walk down to the store. As I'm on the way to the store, I see something that's really, really saddening to me. Somebody has written on all of the traffic signs, "Burn Islam." It's really depressing. Luckily for me, I always carry this black marker on me in case I come across an improperly labeled glory hole. And so I changed the M into NDS. So now instead of Burn Islam, it's Burn Islands. Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, what the hell is Burn Islands? But all of the Magic the Gathering players are like, yeah, fuck Mono Blue. I finally get back to the house. I'm starting to sober up. And so I go to pack another bowl, look at the table. It's all gone. My weed's gone, my pipe is gone, even the lighter is missing. And then, from the corner of my eye, I see a flash of fur. That's right, the ferret stole my stash. I'm freaking out. I'm looking under the bed, in the closet, under the couch. I eventually find my pipe, my lighter, and an empty baggie. Now, I couldn't even be upset that they ate all of my weed because they have good taste. The problem is, I now had to call this dealer back. But true to his word, he gets there right away. He has like 15 different kinds. He's got OG Kush, Pineapple Express, Snickle Fritz. I mean, it's kind of overwhelming. And I couldn't decide. I couldn't decide which one I wanted. So I did the only thing I could think of. I let the ferret pick. So I grew up in Frogtown, which is in St. Paul. You guys are probably thinking, white guy from Frogtown. No, I've never done meth. Oh, there was the one time, but that was an accident. I thought I was doing bath salts. It was actually a really rough neighborhood growing up there. I once got in a gang fight. Well, I don't know if I could call it a gang fight. We were all wearing the same colors, but that other marching band was talking mad shit. Even the conductor got a few swings in. So, I gotta say, if you are a straight white male and you don't think that privilege exists, you are not taking advantage of it. I mean, this shit's like gold. I can just walk into a bank and they'll give me money. Like, it's awesome. Here's an example of that. A friend of mine was driving around North Minneapolis and he got pulled over by a cop. And he had some weed on him. Now, not only did the cop let him go, not only did he not arrest him, he gave him the weed back. Like, this is insane. Could you imagine if his name was Tyrese? Never would have happened. Never would have happened. Have you guys ever been so stoned that you've blacked out? I have. Twice. The first time it ever happened, my friend told me he wanted to try something that he saw Snoop Dogg do. That should have been my first warning. Now, this stuff was bright, fuzzy, it was purple, and it had orange hairs in it. It looked exactly like what I imagine a Muppet's shit looks like. Kind of smelled like it, too. That was warning number 2. Now, he rolled what he called a double blunt. That's where you take 2 different blunts and you roll them end to end until they're as long as Ron Jeremy. And Warning number 3. Now, my friend is a genius. He picked 2 different flavors. The first flavor was watermelon. That's fine, that tasted amazing. But the second flavor was fucking tequila. Bad, that was really bad. It takes us about an hour to finish passing this around the circle, which makes a lot of sense because it was just the 2 of us. And he decides that we have to drive to Taco Bell. Like I said, fucking genius. About halfway there, I start to realize I am way too stoned. I'm getting tunnel vision. I feel like I'm flying the Millennium Falcon down a toilet paper roll. Finally get back to our house after about 128 hours, and I take one step out of the car and just throw up everywhere. I blacked out, and my friend must have carried me back inside, because the next thing I know, I'm waking up in bed, and he's whispering in my ear, "Prison rules, bitch." Now, the second time that I passed out was right after the game BioShock Infinite came out. I was really excited for the game, and I marathoned it. Sat down, 8 hours later, credits are rolling. I realized I haven't gotten up to go to the bathroom, to have anything to eat, to jerk off, nothing. To celebrate, I decided to go to my friend's house. He just got this new gravity bong. It's about this tall. It takes a whole team to operate. You have one person lighting the bowl, one person moving the shaft, and there's me at the top. Now, the way this works, as the shaft goes down, the smoke steamrolls up. After about 5 hits like that, sorry. About half an hour later, I know it was half an hour because we were watching the Bob's Burgers episode of Archer. And I start getting that familiar feeling. I'm back in the Millennium Falcon and we just hit warp speed. I go down hard. I fell so hard that apparently I broke my friend's foot with my head. My fiance's there and she's freaking out. Oh my God, oh my God. And apparently all I said was, "Prison rules, bitch." My fiance's actually in the audience tonight. She is a model and a go-go dancer. There isn't a joke to go along with that, I just like to brag. People always ask how we first met. Now, she hates when I tell this story because there's actually 2 different answers. The first time we met was at an anime convention. I had been talking to her on Facebook a little bit before the convention. She saw me walking down the hallway. We're going opposite ways. She gets really excited. She jumps up. "Hi, Steven!" My name isn't Steven. She gets so upset that I didn't say hi back. She goes home, deletes me off of her Facebook, writes a scathing diary entry. Just horrible. It was embarrassing, but I don't know if that's more or less embarrassing than the second time we first met, because I was in a full rubber bondage outfit, corset and skirt. So a couple years ago, I got in an argument with a transgendered friend of mine. She said that I could never write a transgender joke that she would find funny. So I went out on a journey to make this happen, and I'm going to end the show here with this joke. A transgendered person is in a bar, has to go to the bathroom. On the way there, the bartender's on the phone. Hey, you can't use that bathroom. Ready for it. What do you mean I can't use that bathroom? What, do I make you uncomfortable? What? No. What, do you think I'm some sort of sexual predator? Not at all. What, do you not agree with my choice of identity? No, not at all, not at all. We are a sexuality and gender accepting establishment. You can use whatever bathroom you feel most comfortable in. Well, then why can't I use that bathroom? That's the thing. I'm on the phone with the fire department right now. Some idiot got his dick stuck in the glory hole. Thank you, everybody.
Once more for Aiden, everybody!